topic of speaking in tongues, from our last conversation, you made several points. I was able to rewatch the video and get some notes. I still don't think that you have dealt with verse 28, which literally says that you can speak in tongues to yourself and to God without interpretation. So he's saying that you can use the gift for self-edification.
And you said verse 28?
Verse 28, chapter 14.
But if there is no interpreter, he must keep silent in the church and let him speak to himself and to God. Okay?
Yeah, so you can speak to yourself and to God. So you can speak in tongues to yourself and to God. If I know English, he wouldn't tell me to speak in another language when I already know English in order to speak to myself. So obviously he's speaking about the ecstatic speech, which we call glossolia, which you disagree with, that is fine. But he's still saying that you can speak in tongues for self-edification, not for the church. All the instructions about the correction is given only when there is an interpreter there.
Hold on. So let's look at this. So verse 28. Mm-hmm. What about verse 28 tells you to speak in tongues?
Let me just see. But if there is no interpreter, so there is no interpreter. It's only you. He must keep silent in the church and let him speak to himself and to God. So you're supposed to speak to yourself and to God. You can argue it silent in your head, I don't care, but he's still saying that you can speak in tongues to yourself and to God.
What about this text tells me that this, if I don't believe what you believe, hold on, if I don't believe what you believe, what about this text tells me that anywhere in this, let him speak to himself and God? What about let him speak to himself and God means tongues? How would I get that out of that?
No, scroll up to verse 27.
Do what?
Scroll up to the previous verse. Let's start from 27. If anyone speaks in a tongue, so he's